legal perspectives are now adding a dramatic layer to the Frisco track meet tragedy. Famed former Judge Joe Brown has weighed in, offering a controversial interpretation of Texas law that could significantly shift the narrative surrounding the death of Austin Metcalf and the actions of Karmelo Anthony.
He comes into the tent, he finds his property being taken.
Drawing upon the Texas Penal Code, Judge Brown posits that the act of Austin Metcalf and his twin brother acting as accomplices in taking Karmelo Anthony's backpack before it was returned could legally be considered robbery.
He finds his property being taken, he gets it back, and they try to take it again from him. That's a robbery, in other words, the taking of the property of another by use of force or violence.
In Texas, robbery is a felony, and Judge Brown argues that under the law, any subsequent harm or crime directly associated with that robbery falls upon the perpetrators of the robbery, not the victim.
If you have a felony murder thing, the people who implemented the underlying felony become responsible for the consequences. For instance, if there is a proprietor, a manager, or an employee in a liquor store, people come in to hold up the liquor store and there's a shootout, and one of the bullets fired by the proprietor, the manager, or an employee miscarries and kills an innocent person on the sidewalk. Well, under the felony murder thing, the employee, manager, whatever, is not charged with the homicide. The people who are charged with the homicide are the ones that started the robbery.
Based on this interpretation, Judge Joe Brown suggests a startling conclusion that the other twin brother, as an accomplice in the alleged robbery of the backpack, could potentially be held responsible for the death of his brother Austin Metcalf. This perspective hinges on the argument that the initial alleged robbery, in which both twins participated, set in motion the chain of events that ultimately led to one's fatal stabbing. This legal analysis adds a complex dimension to Karmelo Anthony's claim of self-defense. If Judge Brown's interpretation holds weight, it could strengthen the argument that Anthony was reacting to a felony in progress, potentially altering the assessment of whether his use of force was justified under Texas law. Judge Joe Brown's viewpoint, while potentially contentious, introduces a significant legal angle to this case. It raises profound questions about culpability and the sequence of events at the track meet. As the legal proceedings continue in Collin County under Judge Angela Tucker, this interpretation of Texas law could become a crucial point of contention, potentially reshaping how the actions of all involved parties are viewed and who ultimately bears responsibility for the tragic outcome.